What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to this week's episode of Q&S. Now this is the series where I ask you guys a question and you can either answer it in the comment section below, which is absolutely fine, or, which is becoming more and more prevalent these days, is that you can answer it in your own Q&A videos, and you can use it as a question for you to use. So this is kind of like my question of the week to you guys. Now, I do these every week, so I really enjoyed listening to what you guys have for breakfast in the mornings. You know, I'm just wondering what sets you guys up for the day, and I'm still chomping down on my eggs, by the way. So that was just kind of fun for me to read through and watch and so on. But anyway, on to a more serious note. This week I happened to get my copy of Miniature War Games, and in the front, in the welcome section, John Treadaway, the editor, he's written a little bit entitled The Camera Eye. Now I'm just going to read to you what he's written in this little section here, and then I want to ask you your thoughts on this. Okay, so he's been going around different war games shows and things like that, as you will see if you read the magazine. But anyway, he says, I came across an interesting experience. In this month of visiting shows, I had a slightly tricky conversation with one show's organisers, who requested I do not take any pictures that might include children who may be attending. Then in brackets, in a hall stuffed full of people with their smartphones out, snapping away with abandon. As someone who has an up-to-date disclosure and barring service or DBS certificate, I wonder what on earth we are doing as a hobby, or perhaps as a civilization that tries desperately to encourage a younger interest in our greying pastime, if we are so terrified of photographing anyone of whatever age playing the games that we all enjoy that we shouldn't record that in case we take a snap that might be deemed in some way inappropriate. Many years ago I wrote a piece published in this very magazine where I said that the games I was involved with at the shows would no longer accept unaccompanied youngsters under a certain age while their dads ran off to go shopping. Yeah, well that's fair enough, but I think it's more a case of the mothers going off shopping. The dads will be there still, won't they, at the games, in locum parentis and all that, so I do get it. But photography at a war game show? In a universe where almost everyone in the Western world has a camera of some sort on them via a phone, where it's a matter of record that there were more photographs taken in the year 2016 than in all of previous human history put together. Yeah, that's a fact. I do wonder where we are going with all of this. I, for one, in the words of the great Neil Peart, will wish to remain a wide-angle watcher for war games the world over and to continue to take pictures of great games at the war game shows that we are lucky enough to have in abundance. See you at Salute. So obviously he's going to Salute. I myself am not, but there he is. That's what he looks like there, if you should see him and you're going to Salute. There he is. But he's raised a very interesting point, has he not? Don't you think? Now, obviously, you know, it's great to be protecting the younger generations and so on against inappropriate behaviour, especially regarding photography and things like that. But I don't know. I think this is more. I want to know your thoughts on this, because I think it's more a question of where will this end. Because I mean, technically speaking, aren't we supposed to be asking the permission of anyone that happens to be in our photograph? You know, if they don't mind. I think legally speaking, we're supposed to ask anyone that happens to be there, do you mind if I take this picture? It's not just snapping from a distance and whatever. But my concern is, where will this end? Will it then end at you can't take video footage at a show? You know, I mean, at the moment, I've got 2 years worth of Salutes filmed and on my channel that you can see. I mean, thousands of people go to these things, and you can't help but get people in shot sometimes. Excuse me while I have some tea. It's been a long morning and I was interrupted by a phone call during the last take of this. But yeah, so I'm a full supporter of you know, protecting the younger people, but at the same time we're trying to encourage the younger ones into our hobby. I mean, surely it's, I don't know, it's, what are your thoughts? Do you think there should be some kind of I don't know, policing involved at shows themselves, perhaps, where, you know, or or you have to maybe apply for some kind of license in order to be able to film or take photos? I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we're only interested in the games, aren't we, really? So, but it's a tricky one, don't you think? Do you not think? Would you agree? I'd just be interested in hearing your thoughts on that. Taking pictures and or video footage at a gaming convention, for example, but the same example can be applied to anything, I would imagine. You know, for instance, if you go somewhere like remote, like in nature, like through the woods or on the moors, trying to take pictures of like wildlife or whatever, you're unlikely to encounter too many people, so that's probably okay. But I don't know, what about other places in public? I don't know. But wargaming conventions, any convention really, there's a lot of like cosplay conventions, loads of people go to those, but they dress up, they want to have photos taken of them, they want that, they want the attention, but how do you, I don't know, regulate that? What are your thoughts? I'm super interested to know. And yeah, so either pop your comments down below on this, or your responses rather, and but please do a video, put it in your video and answer there, so because I'm super interested to find out what your thoughts are. And thank you for joining me on this Q&S. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I will see you on the next video. Bye for now, folks. Bye bye.